Good morning. Thanks for tuning in. Welcome to the KST Halacha Review for Tuesday, June 16th. We're talking about various halachas, laws, and customs to keep in mind when we are traveling by air. So when you order your kosher meal and they bring you the tray with all the tin foil, the plastic wrap, all that, you have to figure out how to slice through it without hurting yourself and get to your actual meal there. You come across an interesting quandary called the mezonot roll. Mezonos roll. What do you do with this? Mezonot is the bracha that we say over cake, over cookies, over crackers, over a light snack. And of course, hamotzi is the bracha that we say over bread when we sit down to a meal of any kind. So what's going on here? This meal that we have in front of us has some vegetables, some rice, meat or chicken or something, a side dish or two, dessert, coffee, tea. It's a full meal. And yet there's this little roll nestled in its plastic jacket there, which is stamped mezonos across the top of it. So what are we supposed to do? Is that a piece of cake? It's not a piece of cake. Piece of cake is in the separate little square plastic tub with the cap there. This is a roll. So is it a roll? Is it, in other words, is it bread? Or is it mezonot? Who am I to believe? Well, there's a whole variance of opinion on this also. The idea being this: in the Gemara, in the Talmud, it speaks about, and the Rambam brings this down, brought in Shulchan Aruch, that if you have bread which is kneaded without water, so the liquid in the bread is the liquid in this in the substance that you're eating is either eggs or oil or fruit juice or honey or something else like that. So this is not bread. This is actually a kind of cake. It has a sweet taste to it, and it does not have the consistency, so it doesn't have the name of bread attached to it. It's called mezonot, cake, or snacks or something like that. So when you sit down at the Kiddush and you take a slice of honey cake or a cookie or a cracker that your herring is swimming on top of, so you make borei minei mezonot. That's the appropriate bracha for cakes and cookies and crackers and all that. However, this piece of bread looking thing in front of you says mezonos on it, which means they actually did make it with fruit juice or honey or something else. So they made it with flour and something other than water, so it would not have the name of bread. So the question is, should I make mezonos on it or should I make hamotzi on it? And of course, if I make hamotzi, I have to wash my hands. We spoke yesterday about getting a washing cup, and then I have to say the birkat hamazon, the full grace after meals. Okay, so from any way you approach it, it seems the majority of opinions would say that we are obligated to make hamotzi and to actually say birkat hamazon, the full grace after meals, after eating this meal in front of us. Why? Because precisely that, it is a meal. The idea of eating cake, cookies, crackers, mezonot, is that we're having a light snack. So you'll see in the bencher that we use in shul, and also after birkat hamazon in your siddur, is a shortened form of grace after meals. When someone has a light snack, a bowl of cereal in the morning for breakfast, so we say a short, it's called bracha me'ein shalosh, the bracha that resembles the threefold. Now it's fourfold, but the threefold, the blessings of birkat hamazon. So there's reference to the full birkat hamazon, but it's a very highly abridged version of it. So that's to be said when someone does not eat to the point of being full. The whole point of eating this meal in front of me, sitting on row 17C over here, is that I'm going to fill up my stomach. It's called koveya suda. I'm actually I'm establishing a meal by tucking into my chicken leg and my peas and carrots and whatever other delicacies the airline has provided for me. So I'm really establishing a meal, just like when someone goes and eats pizza. So you'll see that some people on one slice of pizza, which could be considered a snack, they will say, I'm going to make bracha borei minei mezonot on one piece of pizza, and I'm just having a light snack. But the first piece of pizza is good, the second piece is even better, and the third, fourth, and fifth pieces taste even better than that. So by the time they know it, and you know it, they've ingested the better part of a pizza. They're certainly full, and that certainly would require birkat hamazon, because the verse in the Torah tells us, "Va'achalta v'savata uverachta," you have eaten, you have become satiated, and you should bless God your God. Whenever we eat a meal to the point of being full, so we say the full birkat hamazon, the grace after meals. So now if I just had a piece of herring and a cracker, so obviously it's not a full meal, so I don't have to do that. But what if I ate 10 pieces of cake and a half of the roll of crackers? So it's basically I've eaten as much as a meal. So even though I may have made mezonot at the beginning, so I should also say Birkat Hamazon at the end. And it's really proper to wash and say Hamotzi if you know you're going to do that. Look, once they bring the herring and the crackers out, who can hold back anyway? Okay, we'll continue this important topic tomorrow. Please tune in then. Have a good day.